Welcome to Dandelion Jungle. So guys, keeping in tune with our waltz and all approach, we have decided to show our extremely jungly garden, which the grass would be covering us if we hadn't put down our picnic blanket.
Yeah.
This is the longest we've ever not
Because so many dandelions came out, and dandelions are a really medicinal plant, and we love having them. I know a lot of people try to get rid of dandelions, but we actually love dandelions, and you can use every part of the plant as a medicine, and coffee and all kinds of things. But anyway, and they were already coming to this stage here, so now I swallowed some. So I hope that bit's medicinal.
Did you really eat it?
Tiny bit, yeah.
Oh, I've never had the seeds.
So yeah, so they're released now. It's time to cut. I've got to trim the grass down, and introduce you to the fruit trees and the soft fruits area and all that kind of stuff. We have a lovely fig tree over there which is actually growing a lot of nice figs, isn't it?
Figs are funny. A fig tree grows figs.
No, but last year it didn't grow so many. Last year didn't grow so many because we pruned it the year before, and then I think a friend of ours, I'm just remembering now, said that, like, usually it's every second year that the fruit comes in really well on some trees, and the fig is coming fantastically well. We're getting like early figs.
Yeah.
So they should be ready to eat in about a month.
We shall show them. So basically we just wanted to do a little intro video of us. We're going to do some tiny bit of gardening today, and then finish it off over the next few days, and do a little tour of our fruit trees in our tiny garden. I mean, this garden is
tiny.
Like 40 square meters. Like, it's tiny. I don't
even
even know. It's tiny. Like, it's very, very small. But we make the most of it.
Yeah. We have like go on, sorry.
No.
We have a vegetable garden where we do grow all of our stuff for eating, and then we like to leave as much stuff. We like to keep it as wild as possible. I mean, first of all, because we're lazy, but second of all, because just the birds and the insects and stuff love it, and they and it helps with the pollination of all the fruit trees and stuff. With cherries and other stuff here, and really old. The queen of the garden. I don't know if you can see it on shot or not, but there's an apricot tree right back there, a really old one.
Really old apricot tree, which you can't get anymore for some reason.
No.
But the way fruit trees are now is they don't last very long.
Yeah, especially if you overprune them.
They've been bred to within an inch of their life, and now you can't have a 50-year-old tree. But that's about 20 or 30 years old.
At least, that's it.
At least, so that's really exciting. It does really big apricots, really chunky guys.
Yeah, they're really tasty. So Francesca uses those apricots then and the other soft fruits and stuff to make lovely jams in the summer. So we'll be covering that as well in the videos.
And we're also going to show that we keep some stinging nettles there. We've got our lilies here in a crescent, and they've gone really wild this year. And we have our couple of nettles there, which are great for you. And we have rhubarb kicking around somewhere, and some mints. This is a lovely irises behind us now. And over there's our soft fruit patch where we've got elderberries. No, not elderberries. What are those spiky guys called? Just gone out of my head. Gooseberries, and currants.
Red currants and white currants, and then we even have black raspberries.
And loads of raspberries.
Not blackberries. They're actually a variety of black raspberry. Yeah. But we do have blackberries as well that are going wild in front of the chickens there, our neighbours' chickens.
Yeah. And loads of raspberries.
And loads of raspberries, like more raspberries than we can keep up with. So that's fantastic. We just got like literally a few
2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
From our neighbours, and we just stuck them in, and
they just went crazy. So we recommend, if you know people with raspberries,
pick up a
friends and just literally 3 small little plants, and they'll just start.
We've got too many now.
Having wild parties.
Yeah.
With too many, yes, but that's great for jam.
Yeah.
And
that's
we might do a little. We've got our little spice and herb garden here patch. Which is, again, we really didn't want to be tidying it up at all. We want to do a before and after, and to show people what a garden that you haven't mowed like since the autumn looks like. That's the only reason we did it, guys.
Like, stuff grows really fast here because you get rain and then heat and rain and heat. It grows like, I don't know, at least 2, maybe even 3 times faster than
like a month ago.
Northern Europe.
It's just
Yeah,
gone
it was
crazy.
short as hell, like, you know, just a few weeks ago, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. And now it's just completely overgrown, but it's fine because you trim it down, and then eventually you tame it over the summer, and then we, as I said, plant the orto, the vegetable garden. And this herb garden is, some of it comes back, like obviously you get the rosemary and the sage and stuff like that, and you know, it's kicking around.
We'll just be showing the way, if you don't have very much space and you don't have your own private gardener, to basically that you can, you know, on a shoestring as well, make a little corner of your version of paradise. And
it's really fun.
And yeah, it's definitely hard work sometimes when you have to water the plants in the heat of the summer. And the mosquitoes are trying to munch you, but there's nothing that beats picking your own produce.
Yeah.
Like our biggest, we love cucumbers. That's our, like, we grow the most cucumber plants than anything else.
Francesca makes pickles then from the cucumbers as well we even have a couple of jars left, don't we?
I think I've got 3 or 4 jars that we're like spreading out. Yeah, they're the best. We'll show how to make them.
This is supposed to be a short video anyway, so.
This was going to be a little mini introduction, but we'll be going around the garden now and then tape it together to make our first garden episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, then next week when we've got all this tidied and cleared up, we will be purchasing. We didn't grow from seed this year, which we do a lot, but we didn't manage to have time.
No, but we've trusted sources that grow the little mini plants of tomatoes or whatever else, cetrioli and cucumbers and stuff, and we just stick them in, and then you know, we're even like a little bit behind this year.
We are behind, yeah.
But as long as we get things in by mid-May or so,
we
should be fine. But that's it. We might even video a little bit of getting the plants in the market.
Well,
let's see.
No, we go to Deborah.
Oh, go to Deborah? Video there?
Yeah, because she's lovely, and her family, her beautiful
That's right,
family.
yeah, we'll go to Deborah.
And we've even managed to, you know, at the beginning, this will be our 10th growing year, and we've kind of honed down what works best in our garden, what works best for us, what we use the most as well. What we use the most, what has the biggest yield for amount of effort and time and energy put in. These kind of things, everyone is different, but for us, like, we stopped growing sweet peppers. We grow chili peppers because they're great and you can dry them out and the plants go crazy. But sweet peppers take forever and they produce just
depending
a few.
Anything between like 5 and 8 or 9 plants, but then it's done. Whereas there's some plants that keep giving even as you're harvesting stuff.
Like cucumbers?
Like beans.
And zucchinis.
And zucchinis.
Courgettes.
And all that kind of stuff. So yeah, melanzane.
Aubergine or eggplant for any American viewers.
Yeah, even the matite, the kind of the
instead of doing the big ones, which literally are waiting 3 months, 4 months, the whole of the summer for this one guy, and then a slug comes overnight. Because we also have ninja slugs in our garden, guys, and that's not even a joke. It's not even a joke. They are trained. I don't know where they come from, and they just will then eat some of your aubergine, and maybe it's not quite ripe yet, but you still need to pick it. So we have gone for this new type of aubergine for the last 2 years, which is called the pencil aubergine, and they're really thin. They're much thinner than a banana, and you can grow them to be kind of, you know, really thin, like a bean or a bit like a small banana if you wanted to.
The point is they're ready to cut up already
and they grow in no time.
They go in no time, and then you pull them, more come.
And more come.
So that's our favourite.
And you get to eat the skin. It's not so tough as well.
Yeah.
And they're lovely and purple, and they look so friendly and happy. And we've kind of had to zone, and we might do the trumpets because they're quite fun. And they last the winter a little, but they last a bit of the winter.
Oh yeah, one of our most successful things with zucca.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkins.
Squash,
like big massive squashes. We even have a few left over from last. There's 4 or 5 of them left.
Loads of seeds.
And they last over the winter, so that's like equivalent of having food in the freezer. You just cut them up, and when you cook them up, you can cook them down and jar them and everything. So, anyway.
But also, I was just thinking, if there's people that are having like they have a little rooftop garden or a little balcony, like even a small one, you can definitely go to the garden centre and buy, if you haven't got very big funds, you just buy one of their however many litre, 50 litre bag of soil, of vegetable potting soil, and then you can use that as your bed, and you can just do kind of a couple of crosses in there, and you can have, depending how big, you could have 2 to 4 plants or 6 plants inside there.
Okay, let's wrap it up.
All right.
We need to let's do a tour of the rest of the garden.
Okay, guys. So this is our garden. Hey guys, so this is the garden. That is our sour cherry tree hidden in the jungly grass. Then we have our amarena cherry tree here, which if you go a bit closer we can see. Would you mind showing the current growth of the cherries?
These are just the beginnings of the cherries.
Yay! A tractor going past.
And then we've got you up here safely.
Yeah, we have our lilies here. And our irises. Our red pot full of slugs. And this is our apricot tree.
This is the queen of the garden.
She is just such a...
You can see there's a baby apricot.
Oh my god, they're so cute.
Little baby ones.
They're so cute. Yay.
Little babies.
So in about 2 months we'll be scoffing apricots.
Our neighbour's chickens are behind there somewhere.
Yes, this is our very dandelion-y soft fruit patch. We have the gooseberry here. Are there any baby gooseberries? There are.
Little baby gooseberries.
Oh, they're
Tiny
so
baby gooseberries.
cute. They're
And then we
super
have
cute.
Blackberries.
Our blackberries just got flowers on for the
Blackberries got flowers on.
moment. So nice. So cute. Lovely. Pierre's chickens behind there. They're being a bit shy.
An orchard.
And then we have our blueberries here. Are there any baby blueberries? Not yet.
Not yet.
Might be a bit early. There's no flowers yet.
It's the raspberries.
These are the
It
raspberries.
goes absolutely crazy in the summer.
These are so cute. Yeah, the raspberries go a bit mad.
Absolutely crazy. And then we've
Here.
got some more raspberries that have seeded themselves.
Yeah, they sneaked up there. And these are
And-
our currants. Can you see the currants in there? I think you can.
Yeah, in there, look.
Yeah. Yay. So nice.
This is all going to be weeded and trimmed. And then this is a raspberry that came up by itself, really.
Yes, this is the... Oh goodness, it's spiky. I believe it or not, this is the black raspberry, which is not as tart. It's quite...
And this is the black raspberry, is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
This is the black guy, I'm thinking. He's beautiful, super, super delicious. As you can see over there, that white horrible mess, which we've been trying to ignore, is the our nice gazebo tent thing, which
Just with this fish chart.
unfortunately has been ripped apart in the, and so is the little covering over here in the storm.
He's actually looking quite
He's lovely.
well. These are
Yeah.
ready to eat. Swiss chard, delicious.
So yum. They really are delicious.
They're even starting to bolt a
They're
bit in the
bolting
middle.
a little, yes they are.
So they need to be eaten soon as.
Yes.
Okay.
So, let's pop to see Mr. Fig. This is one of the big bags of sauce. That's a 70 litre. So something like that is a nice idea. So over here is our fig, our famous fig tree. And as you can see, there are figs. They are everywhere, and last year we didn't get so many as Jer said. So this year is going to be really, really interesting what happens.
They're quite big already.
Yeah. So there we go, guys. We'll leave you on the figs. And when we video back, we'll either be tidying or it'll all be tidied. So ciao for now.
Ciao.
Hey guys, so we just wanted to show you the garden from afar, and this will be one of the patches that we're going to be working on. This is one of our main guys, and it's full of the end of the cavolo nero, which is the kale. Yeah, and we've been
This one's got
munching that. This is our onion that we've kind of kept going for the last 3 years, so we can get the little seeds.
it keeps seeding, keeps
Yeah,
forming more onions.
and here's some more, and you can take off the tops and cook with them. That's great. So we're not doing onions this time. This white guy, we didn't really know what he was, and we wanted to ask one of our friends just in case he's... I have a feeling he could be an overgrown radish. I don't know.
It's
I
like,
don't know what it is. I'll have to think about it.
Borage? Borage?
No, I don't. I think borage has, no, it has purple flowers and it's much more, the leaves are much more prickly and thick. Borage is a great plant.
It's a lovely flower, and the bees were just dancing around it this morning, so they're happy with it anyway.
Yes.
So we'll leave it there for a bit.
And this is the awful truth.
Tree.
Our beautiful palm tree, yes. And then this, the winds deleted our gazebo.
So we've got all new flooring ready to go, so we're going to throw a new canopy on it in the summer and just have it as a hangout area.
And this is our mint mixed with a few dandelions as always, but we've got our peppermint and our spearmint, which mint just grows crazy here. It really is lovely. And then here is our wood for the winter. There is jar, and this is the bit of the mess. But it's good to see a bit of real life mess, guys.
There's the wisteria.
And here's a beautiful wisteria. My granddad's wisteria from Sicily. Really pretty stuff.
Now in the garden, garden gate, you can see the end of the vines. It's 3 separate vines.
That's where we keep our wood.
There's the grapes, eating grapes on these.
This is the vines.
In the summer.
So nice.
There's a baby. Look, little baby grapes.
Oh, they'll be beautiful. They're really nice, sweet guys. We got red and white, I believe. So that's it, guys. We'll leave you with the view of the nice sky, and ciao for now. Hey guys, so just one last little bit. This is our view from the garden, and then our neighbour's lovely peach grove there. So we'll see how this changes throughout the year, but it is very pretty in all the seasons. Alright, ciao.
Okay guys, we're going to try and clean up this mess here.
Yay!
I mean, I actually quite like it. I've gotten used to it because it's so wild and lovely and free, but you know, we need to be able to move around the garden and stuff and plant stuff, so we need to get going. First thing I'm going to do is, the strimmer isn't working because it's just been sitting there the whole winter.
Boo.
So, you know, by the end of the day, it usually kind of takes time trying to warm up. I might get it going. If we get it going, we'll do some strimming. Otherwise, I have to fill in all these holes that were made. We had problems with our outdoor sewage or whatever during a few months ago. It was all dug up and it's just a complete mess. So
but it's better now. It's all finished.
Oh, yeah.
It's all sorted now. So we can now tidy it all up.
I'm really happy with that. But we have to fill in these areas that are empty so that we can plant stuff.
Yep.
So that's it.
And sort out the broken, the wreckage from the storms.
Yeah,
all the wind.
There's 2 wreckages from the storms, as we said in the last video. The
tidy them
canopy
up or
there and the
something.
tidy them up. And just get started on it. We have to have everything in pencil because we don't know how much we're going to get done today. So.
Yeah, but we'll do a couple of hours and do it. We'll try and record it on super speed.
On super speed so you can see it fast. Okay?
Alright, ciao for now.
Ciao for now.
Hey guys!
Hey!
Hey, so welcome to our Be With Us in the garden. So last week, in the middle of the rains, we managed to have an afternoon to do some gardening, which we said we were going to plant all these plants.
We repotted them because they were in such small little things, most of them, but no planting.
No, we didn't plant. Why did that happen?
Because there was so many other jobs. The place was so chaotic. There was other things that needed to be put in place first. And because they'd been in the garden for a while, we forgot. So it doesn't matter. We've got great things done that we need to get done.
But that's what happens with gardening, and we wanted to. That's why we're doing the walks and all. We're not pretending that we've done this. That's what happens when you garden, guys. Is you go into the garden with a set to-do list, and that to-do list gets squashed and thrown away.
Yeah.
So today we're planning on planting some of these plants. Whatever we get done, we get done. We're a little late, but there's nothing we can do about that. Just get them in.
Yeah, just get them in. Good weather, the good rate of growth here is good. So
We've got the tomatoes, 3 types of small tomatoes. We've got our aubergines, we've got our zucchinis, our blonde zucchinis, and we've got our cucumbers. So, and the chilies. So we're super buzzed. We're going to put them in now. We're going to show you guys how to do it in case you don't know. And also give a little tour of the garden because our cherry trees are nearly done.
They're nearly ready.
In fact, our sour cherries are done and they're delicious.
So that's a little video of picking those.
So yeah, we'll do a little mini garden vid, and hopefully we'll be able to do a bit of gardening before it rains. And yeah,
there's never been more rain. We're delighted because there's lots of water, but there's never been more rain.
No.
Gorgeous sunny days, lots of rain at night time, and
which is good.
It's good for the garden.
So it's time to get our gloves on and let's get gardening. Okay, so we'll do a video now of the things. All right, so here we have our figs that are nearly ready.
Yeah, so last year we didn't have so many, and we just didn't bother pruning it at all.
I think we over pruned last year.
Yeah, the year before that maybe we over pruned a bit. That's just nothing.
Sacrificial lamb, yeah.
Sacrificial lamb. But these ones are getting a little bit soft, and then they will actually, when they turn a bit more brown, you have to catch them before, you know, insects and stuff get them and start putting, you know, laying in them and stuff like that. So we have to catch it. This is just a perfect point at which
little window.
You want to catch it when it's just brown, but not before it's taken over. So,
yay!
And we plan to catch that window.
So here are the grapes, and grapes actually don't need to be pollinated.
Yeah.
In order to produce fruit. So you can see
tiny little.
These little guys.
Big bunches of grapes, tiny bunches of grapes here.
You see they look like little kind of flowers, and they'll be lovely, beautiful big bunches come 3 months. Here we have our pear tree. Our little pear tree is doing great.
There's so many pears this year. It's like way more.
Yes.
And last year, it was a bit scant last year.
It's actually the most I think we've ever had. We've never had so many pears.
Yeah, and our friend Peter came around.
Our tree surgeon friend.
And he gave it a little bit of a clip. So I think the tree is happier this year. It's producing so many pears.
It's ridiculous.
Tiny. I mean, at the moment they're only this size. This guy.
The vine.
Trying to.
The grapes trying to mingle.
Trying to use the pear tree as scaffolding, but they're only that size, yeah? At the moment. But
so
in a couple of months they'll be
yum yum yum.
80.
And we always kind of wait too long to pick them.
Yeah.
Because pears you have to pick when they're still hard, which kind of is confusing when you're used to other fruit. And behind it, if we can see over there, is our wild peach trees. This is a peach tree that came up by itself. This is our big compost corner. We've got 2 compost bins and the plant compost
all the
there.
kitchen compost, basically. We compost our garden.
Everything.
We compost everything, yeah. And put it into the garden every week.
This is peaches, guys.
Tiny little.
And last year we managed to get a few, and they were really small but really sweet and kind of dry, not too juicy. They were very different.
They're like peaches before they were
bred into
overbred, we'll say. But they're not going to be. They'll be a lot bigger than that, but they still would be like small, like an apricot almost.
Yeah.
So yeah, we look forward to them.
This is our rogue. We think this is a parsnip, which we're hoping is going to go to seed, and his friend there, because parsnips are very hard to find here. So anyway, we always have problems with parsnips, or our slug ninjas. So here is our sour cherries, and these are actually one of the nicest cherries to eat because they are, I don't know what it is about them, they just are so yummy.
They're really soft, but they're sour but delicious. Not like super
and they're
sour.
Such a nice
compared to the
translucent red.
Yeah, and this is like they're really getting juicy here. That's like properly juicy. Yeah, it's properly ready.
Yum yum yum. Eat it. That's an actor. Lovely
That's so good.
spitting.
It's sweet.
These guys up here are looking amazing. I can reach one. Mm-mm. Oh, that's so good. I wish we could give some to everybody.
And look at this one.
And this is our jam tree now. We don't make jam from these guys, they're too small. Oh my god, they're addictive. Let me grab these guys. Well, he's gone bad. But he looks good. So
you eventually get to like even darker than this. This is
they're going to try and get pretty dark. Like this one's gone bad, but that's how.
yeah, like dark kind of.
Yeah.
And just when they get like really dark red, that's when we pick them,
Yeah.
and we just have to pick them really quick because the
birds love them.
yeah, I mean, we let the birds have their share, but again, you'll get things, you know, laying in them. You'll get little maggots and stuff. This is the colour. That kind of colour. Deep red,
Nice.
and we'll make cherry jam.
Yeah, and then they stain your fingers for a week, and it looks like you're after, I don't know, committing murder or something. They're very, very stainy. We'd love to try and do some tie-dye stuff with natural. Oh, that one looks fantastic, Jer. Beat that guy, you.
This one?
Yeah, he looks amazing.
Oh my god, it's half it.
Okay. Thank you, darling. Good. These are our lilies. These are beautiful bright orange lilies, which should be coming up in the next month, 2 weeks even. And they're great, these lilies, because every year they get more bushy and stronger. And every year, yeah, there's much, of course, there's just more of them. But you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, you just put in a few and then
God, that cherry tree is really
they keep
being
producing more
pulled
of
down.
themselves. Not to weigh down by.
Is it being pulled down by something, or is it just that they're heavy?
That's just the rain, and we had a lot of rain.
Wow. Yeah, that's a full cherry tree. Delighted with that. And right next door, nearly holding hands there, holding branches, is our apricot. Now we haven't got too many this year, I think. Woo!
Sorry, you got him out. A lot
Guy.
last year.
What size is he? He's about the size of a, God, I don't even know, walnut, a big walnut.
Big walnut.
And they should get like double that at least. It's a big old tree. You don't have too many old apricot trees around anymore.
A lot more on the top.
They only last a few years now because they've been bred to within an inch of their life.
If you look at the top branches there, they're full.
Oh wow, yeah, that looks great.
You see that?
If you can see, guys. And then down here is our very sad looking rhubarb.
He's a bit happier this year.
He's a bit happier, but I don't know, we might have put him in the wrong place. We were so excited to buy them that we bought the shop out when our friend told them, and we gave them all away to friends, and then all of the three that we kept back, or two that we kept back, died. It doesn't matter. This is a lovely bush that I was hacking the other day, which I still need to hack more of, to release the gorgeous, these are one of my favourite fruits in the garden, blackberries.
So many.
People think they're just boring old hedgerow plants, but they really are fantastic. And this variety that we got from Deborah, I believe, is super chunky. It doesn't have any nothing bad has ever happened to it, and it doesn't have spikes. So he's great. And there's our neighbour's chickens in there with their peach orchard. And we have our little baby blueberries somewhere. There they are. I knew they were somewhere.
Yeah.
The blueberries don't do much, guys, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. They like a very acidic soil.
Yeah.
So you have to have
And here are
dedicated patch for them.
the prized raspberries. So these,
The guys over here look a bit better actually.
these are looking great though. And we have to string them up. That's the only thing we have not done yet. And yeah, we've got the gooseberries are, gosh, I'd say a month away max.
Yeah.
And they're not quite ready yet, but they look good. I'm being eaten to death by bloody muzzies. Gooseberries are great. So this is the white gooseberry, and I think we have a red one here. Oh,
Yeah.
look, the red one's looking a bit more.
Yeah.
He's looking... Oh no, he's still hard, but
Yeah.
you got some there. Oh wow, look at that. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing. Amazing. Lovely. Cool.
And then go over and show these branches over here.
Okay, so these guys look like they're ready, but they're not. These are black raspberries, and they are so good. And we only had a handful last year, and
They seeded themselves.
I managed to allow them to kind of stay there and help them on their way, and they actually took. I couldn't believe it.
There's loads of them.
Here,
Yes.
this is a bit of a mess now, but look at that there.
Look at this.
Wow.
Never seen
Okay,
this
those guys are done. Oh my God, they're ready. Oh wow, they look fantastic.
What do you use the black currants or the red currants for?
Those are big red currants. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big guy.
Well,
God, they're not even sour. Oh my God, they're so good. Take them and bring them inside. Okay. Here we have our little seedlings have come up. This is the chicory. And then as we move along, we have the chard, the multicolored Swiss chard. Which,
they're tiny.
they're tiny. This is them here. This is them. Tiny, tiny, tiny. But they'll come up.
This is our little table.
This is our little seedling table, which hopefully the slug ninjas won't get. And we've got some beautiful jasmine that's come from our wonderful neighbours. Look gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Smells beautiful, guys.
Okay, guys, this is our zuke, like our pumpkins or squash seedlings. And we just put them in a few days ago, and they're already like nice and chunky. They're really amazing plants. They grow so fast.
Super cool.
In our garden, they produce maybe 4 or 5 squashes each. You know, so you just leave them as long as they have enough space. They just grow and grow and grow.
And you can eat the leaves, you can eat the shoots, you can eat the flowers.
Every part of the plant is edible, and this is what
And they last super long.
this is what you end up with. Like, this is one from last year.
Look what we still have.
We have like 3 of these left, so it's like having food in the freezer. It just sits there as long as it's not too hot.
Yep.
Or too cold. They'll keep, and you just cut them up and put them in the oven. And when they get soft, scrape out the flesh and jar it.
Yep.
And you've got preserved pumpkin. But I mean, in this form, it preserves itself. You know, I mean, obviously it's not going to last forever. It wouldn't last over the whole summer because it'd be too hot. But in the next couple of weeks, we'll be cutting these up and jarring them. So it's well worth the return. You just put them in the ground.
Really, guys.
And you get like 4 or 5 of these from each plant. So it's like...
And they don't normally get eaten or diseased or anything. They're a super plant. And they're better than the pumpkins. Even though the pumpkins are great for Halloween, these guys are. They're just so easy to cook. And these, just on the side note, you were looking at it, these are wisteria. The wisteria pods.
Yeah, the wisteria that's going down, which I go crazy.
Yeah, it's from my grandfather's wisteria. It's just starting to rain, but it's only a summer shower.
So it's just a sun shower.
All right, so...
So it started raining. It stopped us from planting the plants, so we said we might as well get something useful done. So there was a few old bits of blocks left over from making the table. As the chard and the what's in it?
The chard and the chicory.
And the chicory.
Yeah.
And put this just to hold all the mint back, because this mint was only put in the year before last.
Yep.
And so now it's just having its own corner. Mint is fantastic, obviously you can use it for lots of different things, but it smells great as well.
But we were trampling on it. It was kind of being a bit unruly.
Just coming over a bit this way, so
we did it with the little blocks. Because it was just summer rain, but we knew we couldn't video planting of the plants. So yeah, we're really happy. The mint looks great. Jolly happy bunny mint.
The mint is in.
The mint is good. So the sun is back out again. Oh, here's our mini borage, or however you pronounce it, patch. So hopefully when it comes into your garden, you can't get rid of it. So we really want it to invade us. So we're going to try planting now, guys.
Hey guys.
Hey!
So we're
planting.
Yeah, we're finally planting. So we're lucky here. We've got a nice soil mix in our garden.
Yes.
So stuff goes very well here.
We're very lucky.
And we're just going to put. Well, first of all, we dig a hole. So have 2
Yeah.
buckets ready.
One empty, one full.
So one is empty for the topsoil, if you like. You're going to be digging out to make the hole for the tomato plant, and then one's for with the compost ready to just give it a little bed just to settle into, because it's got a nice soft landing there.
Well, this isn't our compost. This is actually
No, this is just chorizo, like
what's chorizo? Just
compost.
soil that you buy from the garden centre, which is made for vegetable patches.
Yeah. Of course.
So you want to dig a hole. If we've got somebody, so we're planting our baby tomatoes along here.
If you look at the root system there, they're all very white, which is very healthy, which means it hasn't been overwatered or underwatered. So it's perfectly white and healthy. These guys are ready to go, and they're just starting to peak. So they're just running out of room. So it's the perfect time to plant them. And just break them ever so slightly, just a little bit like that. Just to open up the roots.
Make a hole about as big as your shovel, as big as your little trowel.
Yeah.
Fill it with the good
just
stuff.
line it with the good stuff so that it has a nice, as I said, soft landing. And then just put it all around it. And just put it in lovingly. Francesca's very good at planting. She puts good vibes and good energy into these little plants, so they're happy.
Well, it's their new little home. It's their bed, and if we treat them well, they'll be gifting us loads of tomatoes daily. We'll have bowls of tomatoes.
Too many.
It's wonderful.
So we better give them away.
Yes, gift them around. Spread the
That's
love.
it, and then just put the...
Now this is our cheat thing, which we found out, not long after living here, that the weeds grow up like crazy. Weeds, grass, whatever. We're not interested in kind of wasting our life. I think in life you have to decide.
Prioritize your time. Like, you can't be. It's nice to have the garden serve you, but if you're serving the garden, if you're the slave to the garden all the time, weeding and all that kind of stuff. I mean, some people like to go out and kind of posh around, and some bit of weeding, it can be therapeutic if you're just relaxing and being meditative about it. But if it's stressing you out,
when it's a chore, we want to try and minimize chores.
Yeah, because this is honestly during the summer, it's about the growth rate is about 3 times here as it is in the north, like in England and Ireland and stuff. So it just grows too fast. So we put this kind of nylon stuff down. Yeah. And we use it year after year. Yeah. And it just keeps it lets the rain in, but it doesn't let the weeds up.
Yeah, and it keeps it kind of a bit more moist underneath as well.
Does that too. Keeps the moisture in. That's a lovely little.
That's it. You just kind of
cherry tomato plant. Make sure it's well pressed down, because when you're watering it, you're always going to make a bit of a.
Yeah, you want it to be like a mound.
A little bit of a mound, yeah.
And so we will be watering this now in a minute as well, even though the soil is very wet from the rain.
It should be fine until we put some more in.
And so we're going to do one more, but do a bit more zoomed in, just in case you want to see a bit more close up, guys. Hey, so this is the zoomed in version of the planting. So, as you saw before, Jer is going to be breaking up the soil and then putting it into this vase. And I've got the good soil here, which we're going to be making the bed. And these guys here, I believe, are dattarini. So little baby plum tomatoes. So again, we've made the hole about the spade deep. Then we're lining it with the good stuff.
Nutritious stuff. This is organic compost. Just to give them a good start. It's like a highly nutritious one. So we use that for the food. We use flowers. For the flowers, we use a slightly cheaper compost. Yeah. Just because they don't need as much, and you're not going to be eating the stuff either. So this is just giving you a nice bed to start off with.
So then when we put them in, we're just basically compacting this garden centre soil compost all around it, nice and tight, and making a little mound at the top. Yeah. So if you want to look a bit closer, you can see this is a happy tomato.
And we will be putting a cane to support the tomato.
Yes, when he's a little bit bigger.
He's a little bit bigger, because they obviously get to the height of me. So they need something to hold on to. Yep. Okay.
Hey guys, so we're planting again.
Yeah.
We're planting these little guys here called matite, which are the pencil aubergines, which are really going to be very interesting to show you guys if you don't know what they are, because we found them only a few years ago and we were pretty blown away. The root system is getting a bit, you can see there, it's a bit crowded, and the roots are white, but they're going slightly brown or gold. So anyway, what are we doing now? Jer has dug up, he's broken up the soil in this little patch. He's digging it about the depth of the what's it called?
Trowel.
Trowel, isn't it? Is there another word, another more easy, common word? It doesn't matter. And then I'm going to take some of this lovely soil. It's composty soil. What's that? Is that a root?
Like a root, yeah.
Alright, well done. And I'm going to be pouring it in.
Lining it all up.
We've had such a funny day. We couldn't find the rainbow, but it has been rainy and super hot. It is boiling now. Okay, so we're going to take this little guy. We'll call him Albert. Albert the aubergine. He's a Jedi as well, you know. Obi-Wan Kenobi vibe. And we're going to just put him in a nice little bed. Make sure he's all tucked in. A little bit extra mound on the very top for when we water. That's all going to push down the soil. Thanks, babe. All right, what do you think? Is that enough?
Yeah.
Let's see.
We have a lot of plants to put in. So.
Yep. All right, we've put him to bed. Albert's tucked in. And now we'll do the other.
He doesn't need a cane. He doesn't need any support. These guys grow up.
Yeah,
and their stems are quite woody.
They go into a bush.
So, yeah, kind of, yeah, a bush. And the more you pick, the more you get. So it's fantastic. Just keep giving all summer.
Very, very generous plants. And nobody eats them. Well, the slugs have a little nibble, but they can't go too crazy.
No.
So,
well, we'll see. We'll see how we get on this summer.
So, we'll be doing the rest now. So we'll try and do a fast forward video, but we haven't got much battery, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, little battery again. Ciao for now.